While since I've recorded and put anything up, but I've decided I'm going to go ahead and document the rest of this build. This is just another Fox body. The backstory on Betty is, and this is Betty, Ugly Betty, the Fox body Mustang, came from Florida. I bought it about a year ago, and it kind of sat outside while I was getting the Caprice ready. The Caprice is done being built, so what I've decided to do is focus on this, and I'm actually selling the Caprice. Somebody's actually coming to look at it today, so fingers crossed, we got her sold, and we got some more money to be able to put into this project. As you can see right here too, I have them on these little dollies right here, and that makes it so much easier to move it around the shop, and yeah, it just makes it that much easier to do everything. As you can see, we already have fuel cell, we already have battery box. It does have a full cage in it. I don't know the exact what they call this cage, but it does have the door bars, and it does have the hoop right here that comes up and over. So, have my shifter, precision shifter, have the seat, need to mount that. Steering column was installed before. It's a Motion Raceworks. One of the first things I had to do was relocate this the rack and pinion here. You can see the original mounting spots for each of those. I came over just a little bit and then went under, and I know I have to get some more bump steer spacers right here to make it so this angle's correct. And I actually have a new rack and pinion coming because the one that I got with this car, it is bent right there. So gonna go, and I got a rip boot. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. I did lose a tiny bit of steer, but it's I'm not drifting with this car. We're going in a straight line, so I should not have to correct too much. One thing you'll also notice too is the gentleman before me had already made it so we have a tubular front end here. He had put some plates because he was going to mount using some engine plates. These are the engine plates that he was going to use. You can see he was doing a single turbo, but that's not going to work for us. So what we're using is a Motion Raceworks front motor plate for twin turbo front exit down low, and then we also have our ICT mid plate already mounted up. We have that from our 6.0 oh man, can't remember what this one is, but it's a 6.0. I think it's like a LY6 or something like that. Came out of that MPR that we tore down. 6.0 is mated up to this 4L80. It is a Jasper reman. Had to do some shaving to get it to fit in the tunnel, but it is fitting like a glove. And another thing I had to use was these banjos for the cooling lines, so that way I could do a rear exit because I'm going to do a remote cooling unit underneath there. So, yeah. Kind of dark underneath the back right now, but we do have torque box reinforcements already in there. The rear end's been built. We have Viking shocks all the way around, so we'll be good. We have a lot of adjustability here, so don't have to worry about that. Bing, bing. One of the things I had to do before I got started was organize the shop a lot better. I had these cabinets we actually got rid of a kitchen in our house, so put these cabinets up here. I think they work well. They have it so that way I can organize all my stuff rather than it being out all over the shop, because that was annoying. And going to try my hand at lathing some things too, because there's a few things that I would like, but they are not available. And if they are available, they cost like $100 for a tiny little piece like this. So that's ridiculous. We'll learn how to do that ourselves. You know the damn deal, brother. Got all our stuff up here. Some of the main things that I have to do, bolts for the the transmission cross member as well. I'm going to have to get, cut the motor plates, fab mid plate, blah, blah, blah. So this was the main reason why I changed where the rack is. The rack up here was a little bit too high where I could not get the angle down to where I needed it. So what I had to do was lower this rack so that way I can lower the front end of the engine. Back there is where the mid mounts will go. I actually just had to extend this. And what was really nice of the guy is the guy previous to me had welded the double D bar in there. So you can see right there where I had to grind out the welds on that. And then I cleaned them up. And I don't know if I'm going to weld them again for myself or if I'm just going to use those bolts to, or the set screws, set bolts to set those in there. So I haven't decided yet. Right now, everything's kind of just mocked up. I haven't tightened down the steering rack I just wanted to make sure everything fit. And when everything fits, I'll probably keep this pinion in there just while I'm fitting stuff up. And then for final fitment, when I have everything all welded up and painted, then I will take that rack back out. Another fun thing that I did over the weekend was I broke a hydraulic cylinder on my tractor this weekend. It was a trusty old girl, lasted 10 years, and she finally broke. I mean, she's in really good condition, but what happened in here is either the chrome cylinder in here broke apart, which I'm afraid that I got a lot of metal inside my hydraulic system, which it is filtered, but we'll get it out. Gonna bring this up to the hydraulic shop and get that fixed. Where I bring it for my hydraulic shop is actually same place that I do my drive shafts from, so we'll go ahead and get that done. And everybody who has subscribed for the head rebuild, guess what? They're all still here. I haven't done a single thing to them since that video. I literally just left them here, and yeah, now we're moving on. I'm actually not going to end up using these heads at first, just because these came off of the motor that is the stroker. This is the stroker motor that I'm building. This one's got a forged crankshaft. It's got all the nice little goodies over there, underneath all that garbage, but all the pistons and rods, all that kind of good stuff. But this, we are making it so our stroker pan that's on there for our low profile is the same as this right here. So that'll make it so we'll get this engine in. This one's stock bottom end, stock everything, except for obviously all our power adders that we're going to be adding. We're going to be doing a cam swap on it and all that kind of good stuff. So stay tuned. So it was a quick update, but an update nonetheless. I really appreciate you guys subscribing. And if you could, please go to yankeedepot.com and see if you can cop yourself some stuff. Because I got all that merch right there. And I'm kind of hurting right now where I'm having to sell a bunch of stuff. So if you want a hula doll that's badass, or you want some shirts that are badass, and you want to help out your boy, go ahead and hit up yankeedepot.com. And yeah, more updates to come. We're going to go ahead and keep working on this, and I'm going to let you guys follow along. And hopefully we'll make a first track day sooner than later. So, bye for now. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now, you hear?